What's up, everybody? Happy... what day is today? Thursday. It's been a while. So, back in the crock pot today. I've been looking for this for a while. So, I'm going to do Barbacoa, which is basically slow-cooked Mexican-style beef. It's shredded beef. You might see it at Chipotle or one of those type places, or better yet, at an authentic Mexican restaurant. So what I'm going to do, like I do with a lot of my crock pot stuff, is give it a quick sear and then throw it in. So what you need is chuck roast. So this is about 1.5 pounds. So what I'm going to do is a quick sprinkle of salt and pepper and a sear, maybe a little bit more than 2 minutes each side, at about a medium-high in the skillet. And then I'm going to do low and slow in the crock pot. So to start, the best way to do this is the low and slow, about 8 to 9 hours. If you're constrained for time, you could do it at a high for about 5 to 6, but to get the best effect, I would recommend keeping it at low. So I got my crock pot lined with about half of a diced white onion and a poblano pepper. Poblano is, as far as the Scoville, the spice rating, somewhere in between like a bell pepper and a jalapeno. So it's a good gateway chili pepper. It's not that spicy, but there's a little bit of spice there. So the other thing I'm going to do after the meat gets started on the sear is a little bit of a rub. So I'll get to that in a second. But to start, I want to get this on here. Get that sear going. There we go. Alright, so I got the blender ready, so got a dry rub first. It's mostly chili powder. I got about a tablespoon of chili powder, and I got a teaspoon of cumin, oregano, a little bit of paprika, garlic powder, and clove. If you got ground clove, that's really good for this. So I'll keep that here for now. I'm going to put in the juice of 1 lime. And I also got some more of that minced poblano and some cilantro. Cilantro is important for this. So I'm going to put this in the blender. And then for some liquid, I got about a cup of beef broth. So I'm going to put this in gradually, kind of like when I do my pesto, just to make sure that consistency is right. So I do need some liquid to start. And if I need a little bit more liquid, I might actually put in some olive oil too. So I'll get my spices in there. I don't have a lemon squeezer, lime squeezer, so I gotta go old school and use my hands. So get that in there. Just give this a quick blend. So there we go. That's our spice liquid. And once the sear is done, we're just going to pour that over the top of the meat and go from there. So I'll be back in a sec. I got to flip this, and then we'll be back. See ya. Alright, so we're back. So this sear is all done. So you can see, got a little crust going, because that's something you can't get low and slow. So that's why we have to do it. Got to give it a start on the skillet. So I'll show you real quick. You just got this gently lined with oil and some of that onion and pepper. And we're just going to put the beef on top. And one reason I like to cut it in sections first, I got a whole big one piece of chuck, but help maximize that sear and just kind of help the shredding process come along. So then you got that spice mixture we made, and just throw this on top. And that's it, hard part's over. So there you go, you can see the little bits of cilantro and pepper and lime in there. So that is all you gotta do. Again, keep an eye on it throughout the day if you can. If you've got the time, I recommend keeping this at the low temperature 8 to 9 hours. So that's it for now. I'll be back later tonight to show you the finished product. I'm going to make it with some little taquitos, like little street taco style. You could do this with rice, beans, very versatile. So stay tuned, we'll be back. Alright, so we're back. So went to the office for a couple hours, just let this keep going low and slow. And the good thing about the crock pot is not only can you leave it alone, but like, man, walking through the door, it smelled so good. So I'm going to take you over here. The last couple hours, like the beef really starts to cook down, so the last hour or so, I'm going to take the lid off, and I'll just show you. You can start breaking it up with the tongs. So, you know, in part, cutting it into the sections helps it break down. But just leaving it go all day, you can see, you know, we're getting that shredded beef just like we want it. So you probably could eat it right now, but I'm going to let it go for another hour or so. The other good thing about crockpot cooking, kind of like when you're cooking dark meat with poultry, you can't really overcook it. So leaving it go a little bit longer will only enhance the flavor. So I was talking to my buddy Matt Diamond about this dish. He was interested, so I'm going to do it with some, I'll show you little fried tortillas, kind of that Mexican street taco style with just some jalapeno, white onion, cilantro, and lime. And Maddie got a 12-pack of Pacifico, because I know that's a good one to eat with Mexican food. I know that Dime likes that, so this really unintentionally became a Matt Diamond themed meal. So stay tuned, we'll be back. Alright, so we're almost done. So I'm going to do these, like I said, Mexican street style. And after talking to Maddie, I remembered traditionally they don't even have the jalapeno. So more I thought about it, I got enough seasoning with the poblanos and the spices, so I'm just going to do some diced white onion. I'll cut the limes when I'm ready to eat, and a bunch of cilantro. The other thing I'm going to do is get my little tortillas hot. So I got a little pan with a touch of olive oil, give them a light fry, maybe like 30 seconds aside. I want to crisp them up a little bit. And then it's kind of a cheat, but I got my oven at the lowest setting, which for me is 170. So once they're all given a little flash fry, just throwing them in there to keep them warm, and then eat them as you go. Just build them as you're ready to eat them. So I'll be back in a couple minutes to show you how to finish one of these bad boys up. See ya. Alright, we're done. So this is just a good hack to keep the shell hot and put a little crisp on it too. So I'm just going to leave the rest in there because I will certainly be eating more than one of these. So now we're ready to build. So just got the little tortilla here, and you can see how much the beef cooked down. Really nice. Looks like pulled pork, but it's beef. But the texture, that's what we're looking for. Nice and meaty. So just get a little bit of onion. Cilantro here. A little squeeze of lime. And that's all there is to it. So, little taquito with that pulled beef. That's really good. Keep your beer handy. All right, everybody, be good. Have a good week. We'll see you soon. Peace.